Okay, so this is a continuation to the presentation that is right here on the top right side of the screen. Now, if you're on YouTube, you might see little pieces of this presentation up on different media outlets, whether it will be Jen's Books and More, Joe's Coffee Chat, Christopher Jones, which is me, or any of my individual pages and channels. Now, in continuation to that, I'm going to go ahead and go into the back end, which you can see I already signed in. I'm going to go over to Profile Editor. Profile Editor is your personal profile on the platform that deals with your family tree presentation. Now, in my case, my motto is never give up, your mission will become known. It can be anything you want it to be, you get the space for one motto, because after all, that's pretty much what you standardize live by. Inspirations can be different inspirations in your life. You can add them one at a time, hit add, and then it will populate. You can update them, you can move them, so forth. Now, for life lessons, you have the same ability. You can add as many life lessons as you come across. I will add more later. This is just a demonstration purposes. Accomplishments, different accomplishments in your life. Messages, you get one message, you can put whatever message you want it to be. Something that you could be inspirational, or you want people to know in case anything ever happened to you, to give them hope and inspiration. Your favorite hobbies, things you like to do. Sense, this gears more towards the idea of if you might have dementia or Alzheimer's, how can a caregiver be able to connect with you? Well, one of those ways is through sense, that deals with triggering the mind to stimulate cognitive state and flow. In my case, cinnamon mint are two of my favorite scents. Spices, cinnamon, garlic, onion, McCormick, because I like to cook. Obviously, I'll add more later, but for the purposes of right now, this is a good starting point. Favorite memories, you can have as many memories as you like. I just added this one earlier, which was visiting the Philippines, because right now that's where I'm at. Favorite things to do, these are things that I enjoy doing: playing video games, singing, fishing, swimming, bike riding. Favorite teacher was Mr. Rowland. He was my history teacher. Favorite books, favorite stories, drinks, foods, games, music, movies, what my likes are. You got more information, you get one spot for that. Now, obviously, you can add more to that later, but for the sake of argument right now, it's limited to one. Dislikes, things that I don't like about, living day to day, or what I've observed that I don't like, and then medical information. Now, this is more geared towards if you're a family member, viewing a family member, because who really asks about what is your medical conditions or what is it that you're dealing with? Nobody really does. So the idea is that here you'll be able to go through your family tree and get to know what the medical history is for individuals, what they're willing to share, in a way that you couldn't do before. So when you go to doctors and they ask you, you have that information. Now, I'm going to go to Account Editor. Now, here we have Earn. This is part of an affiliate platform that I have been integrating into it, where you can move yourself through by affiliate marketing. You can, give a link, and then you can get people to sign up. And then when they sign up, it's free. The first part is always free, because the idea is that anything touched doesn't cost no money to the company. And since this is charity focused, I want to make sure something's there for everyone. You know what I mean? So that's that. And if you look at it from this perspective, if a person does decide to add in video, audio, and pictures, then that deals with upkeep, that deals with server maintenance. Text is server maintenance too, but that's not as costly as a video that's gigabytes of data or whatever, and then technology changing and then having to do upgrades from like black and white went to color, went to Blu-ray. So as technology advances, maintenance is going to come into play, kind of like life insurance. If one person has it and then passes away, then the company owes, say, $10,000. They might not ever earn that, so now it's a deficit. But if there's multiple people, not everyone's going to pass at the same time, unless we have a zombie apocalypse, then hey, who cares about the money, you know what I mean? But that's just a little side, maybe a bad joke, but I feel like saying it. So then you have your information, your first name, middle name, last name, other information, cell phone, where you live, your gender, and then who can view your profile. Now, I have it for public because, I'm the founder. I don't care who sees it. But it could just be friends and family. It could be family only. It could be none. See, with none, at least, you don't lock up the family tree. So someone come to your thing, it will say, sorry, but can't share this, but they can still move on to the next relative and still be able to follow through. So those who are more self-conscientious and don't want to really have a profile, but don't want to stop the family tree from being built, they can at least see the name and then see that they're not going to be able to see anything else and be able to move forward from there. Now let's go over to, like I was saying earlier, with the ability to market to people. So add people. Here you have different ways of adding. You just give them the link, and if it's family here, friend here, other here. So if you want to market to everybody, boom, you can get some money. If you want to market to just a friend, so that way they can be added to your friends list or your family, so you can add it to your family list, and this is pretty much the way to go about doing that. And then in regards to other information, you have a treasure chest. Now the treasure chest allows you to add add-ons to your account from audio space, audio minute, video space, video minute, picture space, tree planting, and so forth. Now those additives go to the ability for permissions for upload. So here you can upload audio, upload video, upload pictures of you that you want to be able to pass on to your family. Obviously you want to limit to extent what you have posting, but the idea is they're able to create a bond with you that otherwise they might not be able to. So let me go ahead and go over to search by ID. My mom had passed away July 2nd of 21, and I didn't want to lose her, things about her. I wanted to still have that bond with her as time progressed. So what I did was I created this platform in the way that you saw on the back end, so anyone can do it. But I didn't get a chance to do the video because it was already too late, but I did get the audio, so this is what she had to say.
I want to make sure you all know that I love yous, and I'm glad that we all had time together, and I hope you'll always remember to put God first in your life, and always make sure you make the world a better place, and thank you for your love and your kindness and goodness, and I love yous all, and because of you, I've had a great life in that department, and for the parts that were not so great, you still made life a beautiful thing. Thank you so much, and God bless, and I love yous always. And don't ever forget that I'm always with you. Love you. God bless.
And as you can see, this is all information about her that lets you create a bond with her in a way that not knowing her you want to be able to if you hadn't met her in person. And then you have pictures of her. This was about a month prior to her being taken away and put into the final days of her life care. So that was that. And then you go back to pet profile. I had even created a way for you to add in your pets, whether it be dog, cat, bird, or whatever it is. You can upload a picture, their name, a little description, some videos of cute moments for family members to see. You can do audio too if you want to. And this is a whole entire package for each pet. And then we go back to home. This is the actual cPanel, or not, well, customer panel, I should say. Sign out, profile I already did, account editor, change password, family tree. The way it works is you go into this, and then here's me. And then you can go see my medical history. I don't have anything that I've shared, but you can do pets, friends. You can navigate to either one of my friends. Same thing for parents, which only has my mom because my biological father abandoned me when I was 2 years old. And then you get to learn information about me, and then the pictures are at the very end. Now, if you were to go ahead and view this from a different perspective, give me a second. Let me edit something. Slash. I am going to reload this. Refresh. Just bear with me for a second. Okay, here we go. So on the other way of searching, let me go ahead and hit 1. As you can see, this is my profile again, but this is the back end version of it, without it being through the family tree. You have the video. Now this does show in the family tree, it's just that because it's me, I have it hidden. So you can go ahead and hit play.
At Cherish These Words, we believe the first story should be an inspirational story from your life. It can be anything that's happened to you, both good and bad, because everything leads to a moment in time that can benefit you in the end. You might not see what you're going through as a privilege or a good thing, but what will come to pass is it's going to lead to different stepping stones that's going to gradually bring you to a better life. You just don't know when things intersect and how the good it can be in the end. Through pain, there can be good.
So in continuation, the idea here is that I'm pretty much doing this all alone, so anything that you see that could be improved upon, I'm fully aware of it, pretty sure about that one. It's just a matter of when you're doing everything alone, it takes a little bit of time getting everything ironed out and everything done, and then finding people you can rely on to work with. So just bear with that. But everything here is functional. Let me go ahead and go back to the family tree. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. So I got my parents. I click here. Wanda Kim, which is her mom. You see hers. I see her medical history because I had put that in there for cancer. So that way when the family can look at it and be like, oh, she had cancer, so maybe I should be more up and knowing about if I have anything that might be that I'm noticing. I should look into it. And then let me go back to children, which was me. And let me go to friends, which was Hassaniel. And then Boysin Samuel. Now, Hassaniel is in Bangladesh. Me and him are good friends. We worked on this together. So let's take a look here. We got this, which he has it set to hidden. Only 3 members can see, because again, we're friends. We're not family. So obviously that was going to come up with it, an error message. He has no pets. Friends, right now, it's just me that's on the platform. Children, he hasn't added. He has a son, but that's it. Parents, siblings, he is married. They haven't set it up yet for that. His mottos, his message, information he wanted to pass on, his life lessons, his likes, music, games. I don't even know what Karam is. If I said that wrong, sorry about that. But yeah, you get to learn about people in a more inclusive way. Like, you wouldn't know about a person in this many different ways if you didn't know the person. Like with Ancestry.com is good, but it only does historical facts and figures. It doesn't really give you the ability to create a bond. Think about it like this: if a person is in the military and passes away, have a medical condition, who has only so long to live, these people are suffering from the ability not to share anything with their relatives and family members and children who might be 2 years old and younger, maybe not even born yet. And then those individuals struggle with not knowing anything about their loved one or their grandfather if it's like, a couple of generations forward and want to go back to the family tree. This here allows you to create somewhat of a bond with those you want to be able to in a normal sense. So this is one of the elements of why Cherish These Words is a good thing, not to mention the way that it can benefit caregivers with the ability to connect with individuals who are suffering with Alzheimer's and dementia and know what things could help trigger and stimulate their mind to help them to keep their mind as strong as possible for as long as possible, so the family can create more bonds and more memories, because after all, this is the most treasurable thing in the world. Having memories, that's what matters. Everything else will come and go, but the things that will stay is the memories that were good. Even those that are bad still stick with you throughout your lifetime. They might fade, the colors might fade to black and white in your memories, but with something like this, you can keep them strong, the ones that you want to always be able to look back on. So that's what I wanted to say with you about Cherish These Words. Hope to see you on the other side.